RoyalFam, it's your girl Queendee here, and I am back with another video. It is Wisdom Wednesday, so you know what that means. I'm coming to you with words of wisdom from my life, advice, anything and everything life related, from my life to yours. And just trying to lift your spirits, give you some motivation, some inspiration, all of that. And if you're like, what is Wisdom Wednesday? Who are you? Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Queendee, and Wisdom Wednesday is just a little thing I do every week. Well, I'm getting back into it now, but it's just, something I like to do to inspire and to motivate others and all of that. So if you would like to keep, hearing my inspirations and my motivations, then subscribe and become a part of the Royal Fam, because we're one big family over here, and everybody needs a lot of family in their life, so you might as well join the Royal Fam. Hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell while you're at it so you don't miss out when I post, because YouTube be playing sometimes, but it's okay. And if you're coming back and already a part of the Royal Film, how you doing? How you been? I hope life has been treating you well and everything is going great for you and all of that good stuff. But it is the first Wisdom Wednesday of the semester. Better yet, it's the first Wisdom Wednesday of the month. I know I have been slacking, but I'm getting back on my grind. So if you're interested in hearing what I have to say, then keep on watching. Keep on watching. Okay, so as you can tell by the title, this Wisdom Wednesday is about losing yourself and then finding yourself after you've lost yourself. If you feel like you haven't lost yourself, then you can skip to the end about finding yourself. But we're going to talk about losing yourself first, because I feel like, if not everybody, a lot of people go through losing themselves at one point or another, whether it's like a minor form or it's a major form. We all go through a moment where we've lost sense of who we are and we've lost sense of reality, and it's like we have to get back to what we know, to who we are, and to what's really within us. So losing yourself can happen like this, or it can happen over time. You can wake up one day and look in the mirror and just be like, I don't know this person. Who is this? This is new to me. Or gradually, day by day, you can feel yourself just losing touch with who you are, losing touch with your inner self, losing touch with life. And you can feel yourself and see yourself drifting further and further away from your reality, and further away from the real you. And it's sad. I feel like it's very sad when you lose yourself or when somebody loses themselves, because it's like, how did I get here? And so many things can bring you to a point where you've lost yourself. It could be new friendships, it could be relationships, it could be stress in your life that's causing you to just be out of control. It could be any and everything can cause you to lose yourself. And it's like, what do I do? What can I do to keep that from happening to me? What can I do to find myself again, And I know that, sometimes we can be in denial. Like, people can tell, sometimes the people you're closest to can see that you're losing yourself or that you've lost yourself before you realize it. And it's like, when people tell us about ourselves, like, girl, what are you doing? This is not you. Like, where's all this coming from? It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I know who I am. I know me better than you know me. So you can't tell me about myself. But at the end of the day, when people are on the outside looking in, they're going to notice your changes. They're going to notice changes in your attitude, changes in your eating habits, changes in your social habits. They're going to know before you realize it. I mean, because, once you get to a point, eventually you're going to realize it, and you're going to be like, what's going on? This is not me. But the whole time they've been telling you. They've been saying, girl, boy, what are you doing? This is not you. And I'm talking about, friends that have been your friends for a while. Family that's been there for you the whole time. I'm not talking about friends that you just became friends with that don't really know you. I'm talking about friends that have been there. The friends that you just became friends with that you don't really know, that don't really know you, are the ones that can cause you to lose yourself. The relationships that you get into all of a sudden without really taking time to get to know that person, those are the relationships that can cause you to lose yourself. And you can go through points of extreme highs and lows. Your mood slinging, like slinging. You're happy on top of the world, then you're you're on the bottom, you're sad, you're stressing, you're like, I need help, like you're crying, emotional, all of that, you've lost yourself. So I don't know. I feel like I've been to a point where I've almost lost myself. Well, actually, I feel like I have been to a point where I've lost myself. You know, with heartbreak, or not even just heartbreak, with like somebody, you just lose a person that's close to you, or that you were close to, or that you thought you were close to, and it's like you see your whole world changing. Like, you reflect and you're like, when we were friends, when we was hanging out, this is how I was acting, and now that we're not friends, this is how I'm acting. Which one is really me? You know, because people can cause you to change how you're acting. Your whole demeanor can change when a new person comes into your life. Your whole demeanor can change, and it's like, which one is really me? And that's when you need to do some real soul searching, some real deep thinking, and figure out which one is really you. Was the person you were with when you were with them, was that really you? Or was the person that you are without them, is that really you? Because once you figure out which one is you, you need to know, okay, this is what I need to be doing to keep being myself. I'm not about to let nobody change me no more. I'm not about to change myself for nobody. I'm not about to lose myself again. Because I found myself, and I'm not losing her. I'm not losing myself, you know? And it's like, once you realize that you've lost yourself and you do what you need to do to find yourself again, you're going to do whatever it takes to make sure you never lose yourself again. Because you don't want to get to that point where it's like, who am I? Where you're questioning who you are, where you're questioning your intentions, where you're questioning your whole why. You know, when you're just like, life is just one big why, that's an issue. So you need to make sure you know why. You know why, you know when, you know how, you know all of that. Because it's your life. Everybody else is just living in it, you know? So don't let nobody break you away from who you are. Don't let nobody have you or be the reason that you're losing focus. Nobody should have that much control over you to where they're pulling you away from who you are. Like, this is you up here, and then they pulling you all the way back here. But you're up here. You're up there. You need to be back up there. You need to be aligned with yourself. Nobody in your life should be throwing you off balance with yourself. Okay? And it's like, you can look at a person. If you know a person and you see that they're off balance in their own life, they're just going to throw you off balance. They're just going to throw you off balance. Yeah, you can do what you can to try to get them back on track, but if they're not working at it themselves and they're not actively trying to get there, they're going to just continue to pull you back and throw you off balance. And you're going to get further and further from you because you're too busy trying to work on them, trying to help them, trying to figure out them and all of that. And it's like, honey, I can only help you as much as you'll let me. I can only take you as far as you'll let me. You know? If you're not gonna work with me for you, I can't help you. Because I am important to myself. My well-being is more important to me. My mental is more important to me. Me knowing who I am inside and out. So searching is important to me. And if you're just pulling me away from all of that is important to me, then what's important to you? You know? You know, and it's just like, every time you lose yourself, because it can happen. It can happen over and over again. You know? It can happen over and over again. You can lose yourself a little bit every day. But the more and more you lose yourself, the further and further and further away you're going to get from finding yourself again. Because one day, you can lose yourself and you can just be like, there's no going back. I have to start over because I can't go back to who I used to be. I can't go back to who I am. I have to start over. And that's not good. You can't. You have to know who you are. There has to be a little piece of you still there. There has to be, you just have to know. You have to know who you are inside and out. You have to be willing to make those sacrifices. Get rid of those people in your life that's not doing nothing for you. That's just causing you to be distracted. Get rid of those people that just, bring you pain, bring you sorrow, bring you misery, bring you depression, bring the worst out of you. because that's how you lose yourself, when you're just simply around people that bring the worst out of you all the time, every day. There's always something. What? No, I'm not doing it. So losing yourself, it can happen. It's gonna happen, even if it's just a little bit. It'll happen, and you'll see, hopefully, that you're losing yourself before it gets too deep, before it gets too far, and you're like, okay, I need to take a moment, I need to reflect, I need to think about where I am, who I'm with, what's going on, why this is happening, and I need to do some spring cleaning, whatever it may be, and just come back to me, who I am, for me. And you know, when it comes to finding yourself, even if it's finding yourself for the first time, or finding yourself after you've lost yourself, it's not about just, I need to find me. It's about finding what truly makes you happy. At the end of the day, finding what truly makes you happy is the root of finding yourself. Because when you figure out what truly makes you happy, what makes you glow, what makes your eyes sparkle, what makes you get butterflies in your stomach, you're gonna be on the tip top of the world. And you're gonna be like looking down, and you're gonna be seeing what you thought was yourself. And you're like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Why was I in that space? Why was I in that place? I'm where I need to be right now, up here. And this is where I'm going to stay. Stay on top of the world. Do not go nowhere. Okay? Do not go nowhere. So, when it comes to finding yourself, you need to find what truly makes you happy. You need to be self-accepting. Love your flaws and all. Love your flaws and all. Because that's a part of you. Your flaws are a part of you. And yeah, we can fix our flaws. We can lose weight if we want to. We can fix our teeth. We can pierce our face. I mean, we can get piercings. We can get body surgery and all of that. But if you're not accepting of everything that is you, you cannot find yourself. Because you don't even know yourself. You know? You don't even love yourself. Accept. Yes, we can get things to fix what we don't like. But at the end of the day, you need to accept what you don't like first. Okay? Accept what you don't like. Me? When I gain weight, it goes to my face first. Right here. Right here. It goes there first. But I've accepted that. I've accepted that. And I'm constantly reminded of it from memories that pop up and pictures. And I'm like, dang, look at where I used to be. And look at where I'm at now. But I'm accepting of it. I embrace my full face. Like, I love my cheeks. I love my full face. And I've embraced it. That's self-acceptance, because I love me. For me, I love me, and nobody can love me more than me. You know, if you don't love yourself, who else will? You have to love yourself, or nobody else will. And it's like, what? But you gotta think about it. If you don't love yourself, then you're not gonna believe anybody else can love you, right? Love yourself. Accept yourself. Accept your flaws. Accept everything negative, everything good, everything bad, everything ugly, everything positive about yourself. You're going to be on the road to find yourself. You need to remember what you love. When I say remember what you love, remember, like I said, what makes you happy. Remember what makes you smile. Remember the people you love. Remember the people that love you. Remember what you love to do. Remember what you love to eat. Remember what you love to think about. Like, remember what you love. It's not just a thing. It's a person. It could be a person. It could be a physical love. It could be a mental love. Like, remember what you love. When you start remembering all the things that you love, and all the things that you love to do, and all the people that you love, and things that just bring happiness to you, you're going to start to reflect and see, dang, that is me. This is all me. This is all what makes me. This is all me. I'm finding myself again. I see it. I'm so close to the end. I'm so close to the finish line. I'm so close to the rainbow, to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I can see it. I can almost touch it. I can feel its presence. You know? Then you need to reconnect reconnect with your goals, reconnect with your dreams, reconnect with your passions. Okay? Reconnect. Whether, because when you lose yourself, you lose touch with everything that you want. So you need to reconnect with your love for shopping, reconnect with your family, reconnect with your dream of being whatever you want to be, reconnect with your dream, with your goal of getting that A, reconnect with your goal of getting that new car, getting that job, reconnect with your passions for shopping, your passions for making people smile, your passion for kids, your passion for being happy, your passion for making others happy, your passion for food. You know, reconnect with all of your dreams, reconnect with all your goals, and reconnect with all your passions, because that's a part of you. Finding yourself, right? That's what we're doing. We're refining ourselves after we lost ourselves, because chances are when you lost yourself, you lost sight of your goals. You lost sight of your dreams. You weren't really passionate about anything anymore. You weren't really connected with yourself on that level anymore, because you lost yourself. You lost touch. You lost connection. So now you have to come back together. Put it all back together, because everything was out, scattered around all over the place. So now you got to gather everything that made you up, that made you you. Gather it back up, push it back in, and realize this is me. This is what I was missing. This is what I lost sight of. This is what I lost. I need it back so I can be me again, so I can be happy, so I can smile, so I can feel like who I used to feel like, so I can feel like myself again, so people can see me as me again, so people aren't looking at me like, you're a stranger, I don't know you, this is not you. You know, you gotta gather back up. Don't lose sight no more. Refocus. And then you want to reflect, because once you've refound yourself, you want to reflect and you want to see, why did I get here? Why? What happened? Was something going on? Was I hanging out with new people? Was I just in a state of mind that I could not get out? Was I attacking my own self? You want to reflect, whether you just reflecting mentally, writing it down, or just thinking. Reflection is so good. It's so good for the soul, because when you reflect, you're seeing it all. You're seeing everything, and you're like, okay, this happened, and this was the outcome, and I didn't like that outcome. So maybe let me try to prevent that from happening again, or if it does happen again, let me see what I can do so this outcome doesn't happen, because I don't want that to happen, you know? So reflection. You want to reflect, just because when you reflect, you can see it all. You can see, okay, this equals this. This leads to this. We don't want that. This path, maybe that's the path I should take. And then reflection also just lets you know where you came from. And it just lets you know where you came from. Like, I may have been here last year, but I'm here now. I may have been there, but I'm here now, and I like where I am now, and I didn't like that. But, you know, that got me here. Because not all things that happen to you that cause you to lose yourself are bad. You know, sometimes being excited with life causes you to lose yourself, because you're losing track of reality, you know? So that's why we need to reflect and just, you know, think about the things that have just happened, and why they happened, and when they happened, and what the outcome of those things happening were. And then, you know, I just, you know, I want everybody to know who they are inside and out. You have to know yourself inside and out. And I know that might sound impossible, but it's not. If you get to know yourself a little bit each and every day, you will grow to really know who you are, and to really know, like, because it's so easy for us to know, like, oh, I don't like these things. But what do we really love? What really gets under our skin? What causes us to smile the most? What causes us to just be so excited and filled with love and joy, you know? Some people don't know what makes them happy. Some people only know what makes them mad, you know? And it's like, just because you're not mad, it doesn't mean you're happy. You could just be content. But you want to know what makes you mad, and you want to know what makes you happy. You want to know what keeps you calm. You want to know what makes you angry. You want to know everything. You need to know yourself. Know yourself. Find yourself. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. It's all about yourself. Life, it's okay. This is, might sound selfish, but it's okay to be selfish, because everybody has a little selfishness in them. When it comes to their self, when it comes to your well-being, it's okay to be selfish. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong. So I just hope that if you've lost yourself, you're on the road to finding yourself. And if you weren't, that now you have the motivation to be like, okay, you know what, I need to get this together and I need to refine myself, because that's what's good for me. And if you haven't lost yourself, I hope that you don't lose yourself, and I hope that you continue to stay on top of the world. You continue to stay on top of your world and just continue to grow within yourself. Grow. And if you have people that you see are losing themselves, say something to them. Let them know. I'm a little worried. I think that you've lost sight of who you are, and you lost sight of what's within you, and you lost sight of your soul. I need you to find it. You can help. Like, you can get help with finding yourself, and you can help people find themselves, but at the end of the day, like I said, if they're not trying to find themselves, then it's no use. They have to be willing and wanting to find themselves again. But, yes, that is all I have for today's Wisdom Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. And you can also DM me as well. My DMs are always open. And I will see y'all in the next video, my Royal Fam. I love you. Bye.